these mountains?
The mountains are in my head and in my heart, and having been to many of them, it's not a photographic reproduction of any one place. But it does express the spirit of mountains and the spirit of many mountains. It represents the relationship between the sky and the earth and the experience of a person in the mountains, seeing how, just in terms of scale, the power and the importance and the spirit of the mountains are, and how it affects the human experience, how it takes you out of a sense of limitation and into a much more expansive sense of nature and spirit and beauty, and free from any imposed limitations.
This has a field landscape of mountains, but I don't really see any mountains like these other ones. Is it a landscape?
It's a landscape, but it's also the vibrant power and spirit of being in the mountains. It's not trying to depict a mountain photographically again, but when I've been in the Rockies with the sky and the mountains just beyond any kind of limitation of perimeter, then that spirit of the expansive, limitless experience of nature is felt, and it's that which I would like to express, that sense of freedom, free from any kind of maybe human self-imposed problems or limitations, and instead the beauty and the power and the spirit and the inspiring nature of nature.
Now this one is all one panorama. The other painting we looked at was a diptych. It was divided down the middle. So how do you decide whether you're going to do one panorama or break it up into pieces?
I never know ahead of time how a painting is going to end up, and usually any preconceived notions along the way are altered, are edited, are expanded upon. So this one might have started out to be one mountain range from one edge to the other, and then it became something more where you look beyond one range to another, to another, to another, and the sky interacts with how you see the mountains and how they disappear into the distance. Okay, in this painting, the perimeter of the mountains, the edges or the look at the mountains is much more descriptive in terms of people have said, oh, I've been there, I know that spot. In this particular painting, I was not attempting to refer to a specific mountain, a specific place, a specific journey in that more photographic sense, but more the power of the colors and the power of how land and sky interact, and the energy that is felt as you just commune with nature, commune with the place where you are at that moment, seeing more vividly the varying colors, the varying overlappings, and the relationships between sky and earth and water. In this one, the palette is quite different. The colors are different because of the time of the year that I was in the West, driving by and walking through fields that were of wonderfully ochre and very warm colors, for the fields were preparing really for winter. So that kind of momentum from one season to another season, and again, relating those seasons and that form of earth to the sky and what was going on in the sky at that moment. There's a sort of energy, there's a conversation between earth and sky, between seasons and seasons, between me as an individual experiencing them, seeing them, allowing that to impact what's going on inside of me. A sense of the beauty, a sense of the presence, a sense of gratitude for the earth and all the various colors and all of the various powerful moments that I've experienced. Being with nature, being with the mountains, being with the land, being with the sky. It's been 11 years now since I started going to the mountains and working and painting and drawing in the mountains. And this was one of, it was a certain period where the contour of the mountains became very important to me, and the beautiful subtleties and variations of each and every mountain became very important. And this one particularly, I was really focusing on how each mountain's contour varies and how mountains disappear into the background the further away they get. You just sense that they're there. The sky is very much overlapping and integrated with the contours of the mountains. But I'm just fascinated with the beautiful figurative contours of each and every mountain. I would take, anywhere from 400 to 700 photos while I was out there, and then look at them one after another, after another, after another. So none of the work is a specific mountain, but it reflects and expresses the beautiful variations in a combination, in comparison of how they actually are. And also the water. I didn't realize that even in the desert there are lakes and areas of beautiful pools of water and waterfalls. And yet not lose a sense of the scale of the width and the depth of those.
Are all these